Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Today I'm just going to be going over Bitcoin's up move that we got in the last couple of days and how you could have seen this move before it actually happened. I'm going to be going back in time on the chart and walking through how you could have used the monthly time frame to see this move, go about your daily life each month and not really have to worry much about the charts until certain things happen on the monthly time frame. So we're going to go back a couple months before we got this nice up move and what you could have been looking for and how you could have just capitalized on some trades by just marking these two lines here on this chart. So we have the first line that I'm going to put out right here. This is basically the monthly swing down. That was your first all-time high at 96,407. I'm going to mark this monthly. And then you have your other one, the swing that took you to the high, 93,576. This is the move that took you up. We'll mark that M as well too. So if you're looking at the monthly time frame, these are two levels that you are ideally looking for as resistance, because what has happened, we've closed below it. So right now I'm going to play the chart on the monthly time frame. And once we get to those levels, I want you to pay attention to exactly what is happening to price and how it's reacting. So let's play it out. Okay, you got your first move, right? First move tested in 93,576, and it gave a nice rejection right off of the bat. And you didn't really have to wait for anything else. That was almost 8%. Now this level here at 93,576 is tested. If it's going to come up there again, you're not really interested in that level unless it closes above it, right? So let's see what happens when it comes back again. The liquidity is gone there. We're going to play it because they tested it. There's going to be no limit sellers there. Closes. Pretty sure this one closes green or red. Okay. This is the monthly that you're waiting for right now. So let's see what happens. We're getting above it. Okay, we'll play it a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to pause it right there. This April candle, we closed above 93,576 while making a new high above the previous candle. Once you got the close above that level, you're looking for two things. Is one, are we going to hold 93,576? And if we don't hold it, there's probably something on the lower time frame that you could look for. But as of right now, you're looking for this level to hold. Right after the open on the last monthly candle, what did it do? It tested 96,407. So if you wanted to take a trade from there, you could have maybe said, hey, I'm going to take this monthly to monthly with this 3% range, right? So you're going to take a trade there. Let's play it out. In this situation, you would want to see 93,576 to hold as support. So let's see what happens. I'm going to play it. Okay. What happened? The wick came down there because I'm on the monthly time frame. It's really hard to see it, but if you notice right here, they basically tested it right there. So as of right now, you should have caught an entry at that level, and we're gonna move this to the smaller time frame. Let's say the daily time frame, so you can see really what happened. You closed above it, you tested, you failed. What did it do? Gave 93,576 as an entry. Then you're looking for, okay, if I missed that, you would probably want to look something on the daily for where I could enter. So this is one level you would be interested in because it closed above it, and then you probably want to look for a pullback. But there's always something when looking left on Bitcoin. It's like, hey, where else could I find support? And if it's not locally, it could be somewhere in a previous trend, which is probably this cluster price action right around here. So there's a lot of levels here. You have support here, you have support here, you have support here, for instance, but you're looking for a pullback. So I don't want to go too high. So let's see what happens. We're going to click play. Okay, that was it. So you got a pullback on 95,784, which coincides with some of the price action there. And then there was another daily level. I'm going to zoom in here that you could have caught within this price action if you weren't paying attention. You closed, you got a retest, and then what happened after the retest within that daily candle? There's another daily level of support right here at 96,887. What did it do? You close above it, you retest, and then you got the pop-up. If you go into the weekly time frame, as of right now, these levels here were tested, right? And it's actually tested here. So there is a possibility, if we don't make a lower high here on Bitcoin, for instance, if we don't make a lower high here, that we could make new all-time highs. If we're playing just trend, because what is trend? Higher highs and higher lows. Or it could be lower lows and lower highs. So this could be a lower high. I'm not really sure. We can make it a question mark. Is it going to be a lower high? Not sure. It's tested. It might not be, but there's always that possibility. So would I buy there? It's not really worth it. You could always look for another pullback. But another thing I would like to add, now that you've seen what happened on the monthly time frame, I'm going to delete all these lines again. Now you see what happened on the monthly time frame. We tested these levels at 93,576 and 96,407. 96,407, if we close above it, for instance, on this current monthly candle, this is a good area to buy a support. Even if we close above here, 102,429, it's a good level of support. So I want you to look at the monthly time frame moving forward to see where these bigger moves can be leading to. You don't have to be a trader, like an intraday trader, in order to have basic understanding of just marking lines on your chart. If you understand what is tested, let's say for this level, 93,576, if it ever comes back to 93,576, you know your next level of monthly support is going to be at least a 14% drop to 82,000. They cleared that level already. They already used the juice. They already used the energy there to pump it. So if they do close back below 96,400, you can expect 82,000. Of course, price can develop within this range, and we can get new levels and stuff. But that's what you could be expecting when you're using the higher time frame. And that's why people were also looking for 71,000. If you close below there, you have another 12%. You can catch bigger moves on Bitcoin by just using the higher time frame. And you don't need to look at anything else. This is basically all you need, and your accuracy and your time will be a lot more better. You're going to have more time. You're going to have more freedom to do what you want just by playing the higher time frames. That's pretty much it for this level. I'll just give you one little freebie before I go. The bottom range here at 58,973 is tested. So I wouldn't expect this to hold. You have one level within this range here that is untested at 64,000. But if we close below 64,000, this is if you only made it this far into the video, you get the good stuff. You have your next level of support here on the monthly at around 45,000 to 46,000. This level is yours tested. So close below 64,000 on the monthly. You can even argue 71, really depending what happens. You have a steep drop down. But it's better just to focus on what's happening now before you do get there. Take it one step at a time. So we'll see what happens. I hope you got anything out of this video. If you'd like to get some live updates, you can join our wrecked recovery room. I post all my charts live where you can see my thought process in the moment. Link is in the description. Hope to see you there. Take care.